This light red belt here on screen is 132-3, lot 27. She's a March 2020 version. She's a provoked Dirty Bill Visionary, full strut. She's bred to move the needle. She's due the 13th of November. Couple things grabbed me right away. First and foremost is the full strut sow there on the bottom side of her pedigree. That full strut sow was marked and colored exactly like this one on screen right now. Secondly, that Visionary sow there in the middle would be a litter mate to the mother of the Reserve Grand Barrett San Antonio in 2020. And if you scroll up and down the catalog here, you're going to see that Visionary sow, that sow family show up quite a bit. And then lastly, this Provoke sow would have produced the Reserve Grand Barrett Ohio last summer. That was a Dash 8. That was sort of the start of Dash 8's run as a sire. That was a very neat baby pig that fed incredibly well. I know Boots was very close to that experience, and I'll let him tell you a little bit more about that. But this sow had a very good litter of absolutes this time. We sold several of them in our online sale. They were the 268s. In fact, Max has one of those in his barn right now. That was a tremendous litter. We switched gears and bred her to move the needle this time. To be honest with you, it really hasn't mattered how we've mated this sow. I feel very good about her ability to make any boar famous, and I like the way she's mated this time going forward.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you there. And I mean, I think the easiest way to put this sow is visually she's a more under-the-radar type of sow. But she packs a punch, and her offspring have done incredibly well. You know, like you said, I mean, that Barrett, Ohio, 2 years ago now, was a standout, and honestly still stands out in memory quite often for me, because I feel like he's a pretty easy benchmark for where we need to try and be. He had stoutness and feature, but yet his front end wasn't screwed up. He was opened up in his chest, his knee set was right, he had elevation, and most importantly to me, he was about as dead level and high tail-headed as you can get, while still having slope and elevation to their rear leg design as well. And I can promise you, as a finished product, that thing was broad up high. He was opened up and as powerful as you can get him all the way up high in his upper hip and all that. And, you know, like you said, those 268s this fall have been very good. This sow packs a punch. Don't be discouraged by your first impression with her color, because these sows have done a very good job. And far too often than not, making good pigs is hard enough. Honestly, anymore, I've gotten to where color is irrelevant to me when it comes to buying them or picking them or trying to make them. Just make good pigs, and this one does that consistently.
Couldn't agree more on the color side. You know, that absolute litter, there were 2 or 3 calicos that were some of the very best pigs in that sale. The rest of the litter would have all been chrome belted, you know, black and white pigs that were highly sellable. So again, this is 132.3. She sells as lot 27. She's a provoked Dirty Bill Visionary, bred to move the needle and do the 13th of November.